right, here's a quick video, 94 Honda Civic. These axle boots like to just take a crap left and right. So take the axle bolt out, take the outer tie rod off. This is, the axle bolt is a 32, lug nuts 19, axle bolt, the lower ball joint 18, and the tie rod end 18. If you can't get these out, you just smack that on and take it out. And then later you can actually pick out the pieces and then put a new cotter pin in. That'll bring you to here. You lift the whole thing up, jam it to the left. You can ratchet strap it over there, whatever. Get the boot off, cut off everything. And where is the package with the new one? In the car, I bet. So we're gonna get the new one out of the car, and we'll show you. Actually, no, it's not. It's right here on the floor. So this is a Uni-Fit, or whatever you want to call it. Uni-Fit. Look at that mess. Here it is. So if you look at it, it actually looks like it fits a bunch of different ones. And that, by saying that, you can put the clamp here, you can put the clamp here, you can put the clamp here. So this actually looks like it would fit this end of that or that end of that. We could have used it on that. But anyway, we're going to put this baby on here. So I'm going to try to give you this view, but it's really hard. So I got all that off. And I got it clean. I got most of the grease cleaned off just so I could get it out of the way. You say, what? It's got all that grease. It's fine. Now, I actually packed all that grease in there with the old boot that was ripped up, and I packed the crap out of it with a paint stick. I just kept putting it in like peanut butter. And I drove the crap out of it turning to make sure that the noise stopped, because I didn't want to put a boot on it and it'd still be clicking and clanging and it'd be pointless. But now I feel this is nice and smooth. So the only problem is there's a clip that holds this in. So I was right. This video kind of is not the best angle. Trying to get the camera set up for you, but I was right, and I have a little bit of a problem. To get it off, you got to use it. If you tap on it enough, the splines will pop out for you. So in order for me to do that in the car, I'm going to try something. This might work, might not. I don't feel like taking it out. I don't feel like losing fluid out of the trains. I don't feel like playing with all that. So I'm putting a pair of vice grips on the axle behind the, what is this? Behind the fork for the, what is that called? Dag on it. Fork for the strut that holds the fork, strut, lower control arm. Everything connects. I'll show you in a second if it even works. This Honda's just my like hoopty that while my arm truck is down, I am driving around. So, but I don't want the axle to fall the hell out or break and then mess up the spindle. I don't need all that to happen. So we're trying to avoid that. All right, so quick view. It's got vice grips holding that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right there. See the vice grips holding the axle back there. If you take this out, put it in a vise, it'll definitely work a lot easier for you. Like I said, I'm not trying to. If I have to in a minute, I'm going to have to. It is what it is. This thing's in the way. Oh, I had it out there. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so you're going to come up and you're literally going to whack it here. And hopefully you saw that. Boom. And what it is, I'll show you, is right here. Just like when an axle goes inside of a transmission. See this little, hope you can see that. That's a locking spring, like a spring lock. Ooh, I don't know if this axle's any good. No, it looks good. I don't think there's anything out there that doesn't look like wear. It just looks like a funny spot. But, so now we're literally going to just take the boot, and first thing we're going to do is see how it fits on here. It looks like it's going to fit nicely. We'll have to force it on a little bit, but not much. Boom, that's nice. I like that. But before we do that, because we're here, we're going to take this, and hopefully it fits the inside diameter. It's just as good, and it does. I like it. Slide that over. Hopefully you can, I literally just slid it over the axle. take my vice grips off now so I have a little more play. And I'm going to push that back pretty daggone far. Now, it comes with grease. It comes with grease. It comes with a couple things. It comes with packet grease and that thing. Look at that. The ones, they're both the same size. They're humongous. But that's how you lock it on both the axle and the knuckle. This guy with these. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to open this bad boy up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work it into the back side of here. Because if you could see in there, it's crusty looking in there. What the hell? Oh, that just came. That would have sucked. Cotter pin was in there off the it was sitting on the lift. So I'm going to cut it, put it in there, and I want to get all this in there. And then I'll just take regular grease, which I got right here, and I'll pack it in the boot, something like as much as I can get in there. If it spews out a little, I'm not really worried. I mean, it's already all over the place from being like that in general. So like I said, I cut a little thing here, and now I'm going to take this in, and I'm forcing it from the backside. And if you see, it's coming out other spots. See? That's good. That's what you want. It's coming out here, 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 here. So that means I got it everywhere in the backside. It went down, it took itself, and it forced itself up and out all the easy access spots. So now I'm going to take, and I'm going to lube everything up here. And I'm going to take my finger, and I'm going to rub it in. And just like if you're packing it, you can literally take your thumb and press it in the middle and watch it come out the sides. See that? And that's how I know it's good. But then I'm also going to take and rotate around my thumb in here, or you can take an extension or something, just to get every bearing that's in there packed with grease. Packed with grease as much as we can. Then we're going to put our finger in there one more time to just kind of clear out the center, but to center it. And then we're going to wipe this off the best we can, because in a second I'm going to show you, I'm going to wipe the living crap out of that to try to help the clamp that's going to go on there. If that doesn't work, that clamp, I will get some big old hose clamp and stick it on there. I've done that before and it's worked. I actually am going to do it on the inside anyway, because that clamp that they give you, it's way too big for a the clamp that it is. It's too big. So bear with me here. I don't have a lot of gloves left tonight, so I'm killing rags. Usually I just get rid of gloves, but we only got 2 pair for this job left. Everybody's closed. Oh, look, my thumb's exposed. Oh, my hand. This glove's hammered. All right, well, the one that's nasty's gone, but we're greasy. Oh, well. Try to stay as clean as I can anymore. Sorry about my voice. I don't know why, but it's gone. So now I wish I had a grease gun that had a lot of grease in it, because I would use that to try to avoid getting it on the outside lip. That's going to mate with that. So right now, I'm going to take the rest of this grease, just get it all to the end, like a toothpaste, like a tube of toothpaste. Just pack it all up to the end, and then squeeze it in as far in as I can get it. Because like I said, I'm trying to avoid getting it on the outside lip. But I'm going to wipe that lip with maybe alcohol or something in a second. So, I mean, bearing grease, axle grease, somebody will probably tell you that this is no good, multi-purpose. Then why does it say wheel bearing and chassis grease? This is a wheel bearing technically, right? Anyway, so earlier I was going like this and jamming it inside the boot. Because like I told you, I wanted to drive it and hear the noise go away before I mean, it was only $21, but why spend 21 when I could spend, I think Amazon, had this thing for $70 for the axle. But, you know, all the due process, I got to wait for it. I got to this, I got to that. You know, if I don't have to wait for it, I could just fix this now and be done with it. Awesome. So, like I said, I got the boot in here and I'm just packing it with grease. Obviously, if it's too much and it squeezes out somewhere, I'm gonna have to clean it up. But all right, so now we're done that. This video is gonna be a little long. I'll try to edit it. So if you hear me talking and then all of a sudden it sounds weird, it's because I deleted out. All right, so I got a rag full of cleaner, alcohol, whatever you got. Oh, I just stepped in a bunch of that grease that fell. And I'm just staying on this side, on the outside surface. I'm just trying to get as much of the oil residue off. Grease, you know, you're not going to get it all off, and we're not gluing nothing here. But the more I get off, I feel, when I put the clamp on here, hopefully it grabs this little lip that's there, but also just the clamping pressure will grab and hold that in. But, you know, without grease there to push it off, might even be better. So, got it off that. Now we're going for the axle boot. Should have strapped this, I should have strapped the thing I said I was going to strap up the caliper bracket and everything, or the spindle, but I didn't, so my loss. Oh well. So again, what I'm doing as we speak is I'm wiping off the lip that is going to grab, hopefully grab. If not, I'll get some more time out of this axle one way or another. Obviously, I'm going to get some time out because now it's got grease in it and it's living a little longer. So, alcohol did a pretty good job because I just wiped all this off. So, I had some rubbing alcohol in the bathroom. Ooh, that nice feels good. A little cut through there. But anyway. So now, come over, take this bad boy. And remember, we had that locking clip. So you're going to have to get it here. And you're going to have to give it a little oomph. Do not beat this crap out of the outer threads on this axle nut. I'm threading the axle nut back on as far as I can get it on. And if I end up boogering it up a little, when I unthread it, it'll clean up the threads for me. So, pull. Oh man, the center of this thing went in. Gotta push it all the way back so I can try to get the center. There it goes. Center ring flip back out. All right. It's turning into a crap show over here with the grease everywhere. But we'll see what happens. We got it all on. It looks decent. I'm going to show you in a second. I hate grease. Gear oil and grease, two of the crappiest stuff there is to mess with because it just stinks and it gets everywhere and it's just a pain in the butt. But anyway, so it's on there and it feels like it's on there pretty tight actually. I mean, on there snug like by itself without the clamp. But we're obviously going to clamp the crap out of it anyway. Feels like it actually might be the second. We're going to get the second one on, I think. That's what it looks like to me. I'd say the second one. We're going to stick to the first one just because it'll give us a uniform. Yeah. So what I mean when I say that. So look, she's in place. We got both of these two outer ribs are over this. But I can feel the hard ridge on the knuckle right here. So I'm going to wipe it down real good. We're going to wipe it down real good. Maybe with some more alcohol. I got some purple power in the thing now. I could use that. Just the outside. Because I don't want to put a metal clamp over top of all this grease. I mean, the metal gets lubricated by this grease. So, chance of it slipping off. So, I'll show you this when I get a second. As soon as I get it wiped down to where I'm happy with. And like I said, I've done, it comes with these pretty cool clamps that sometimes work. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt to get the function. So if it works, I'll show you that. If not, I'll show you what I did. And I'll show you right now how clean I got it. Before I went and put see the outer two lips, they're nice and all rubber, no grease. So I guess we'll now grab this stupid clamp that they give you. I'm not a fan of it. Oh, I lied. I'm a fan of it usually. I'm not a fan for the little one in the middle. I mean, look, this thing is like 10 foot long, it looks like. Oh, crap, this ain't what I thought it was. I thought this was, no, it is. It is. It's a fold over. So you open it up. What you're going to do is once I take a screwdriver and I press right here and I pull here with a pair of pliers. And when I get it as tight as I feel like I can get it, you bend it over. When it bends over, then you beat these two little notches down and they hold it supposedly. Supposed to hold it. Sometimes it works great. Sometimes, not so much. I'm actually going in the outer one just because, I don't know, but if I feel like I go in the other one, it's not, I feel like I'll be on the lip and not behind the lip. I want to be behind the lip. I'm sure there's a pair of special pliers for these. I know there is for the regular axle clamps, but there's the quickie. There it is. We're going to push with a screwdriver and try to bend it over at the same time. You know, the success rate is minimal, but we're going to try. Now I'm out of gloves now, so I got one glove left. That's nice. Again, need some pliers, maybe that screwdriver, good flathead, and this crazy one, we'll see. You really can't see me, it kind of sucks. This camera angle stinks. Wish I had something to prop right there, man. Oh, it's staying on its own. I ain't gonna talk. So, again, I'm putting the screwdriver down there on that lip. I'm going to grab the other end with pliers. I'm going to hope that I can pull it tough enough to get it to fold over and be worth folding over. Man, there should be something. Somebody needs to make something better than this. But I mean, I don't know. It looks kind of tight. We'll see. There's my hammer. Oh, my hammer. Ah, man, I like that. I like how it's bending over. It's like the one's bending over good. I got the one pretty good. All right, now I just got to figure a way to get the other one to start. These little inky-dink pliers I got. These are Craftsman, believe it or not. I forget where I picked these up years ago. They're a cool little tool, though. Yeah, there we go. So we got them both bent over. I'll take a pair of plot cutters or something and cut the excess off. I'm going to get a rag. We're just going to give it a little, sorry about the camera angle. We'll give it a little test. I'm not going to try to yank it off like a madman, but I want to put a little. Man, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. I mean, trying to pull it off. Don't like it's going anywhere. If it comes off in the car later, I can always go in there with a clamp, a different kind of clamp, and clamp it on. So now I'm literally going to just take the axle bolt off. And I don't know, you saw me, I beat on that pretty bad. I might do a little cleanup with the grinder. Chrome socket on impact gun. Yeah, right. Whoever told you that Walt Disney story? I've used Harbor Freights on the gun. Or you can get lucky to keep your own weight on it. Line up the holes for the collar pin. I need a flashlight to line up. Don't think. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I see through it. I see light. And that one lined up also. Go to my drawer, get 2 new cotter pins. Take this puppy for a ride and see how it sounds, but I think we're good. Like I said, I'm going to do the axle nut torque. We'll go from there. This is going to be a long video. Sorry about that. I'm going to cut some video time out. Like and subscribe for some more handy, helpful hints.